Um, I kind of I kind of backed away from the thread there at the second half, and I just sat back in the couch. Wifey isn't here, and she's scared. Um, and I just enjoyed that second half because that game exercised every freaking demon I had toward this team. Every single bad thought, bad anything that I had toward this season, this team, because of last year. And some of you've been going through my videos. You know the crap I went through this off season. It was horrible, but they have righted the ship completely. Philadelphia, there's no more there's no excuses now. There's no nothing. There's no we quit, we didn't play, or we wasn't. There's nothing. There's nothing, nothing, nothing. We completely dominated the Philadelphia 76, the Philadelphia Eagles after what they did to us last year. The 44-6 is now gone. It's a joke now. 44-6, yeah, ha. Now what about sweep last year and the next year, back-to-back losses? You know what? And they hate Arlington. They will always hate Arlington because of what we just did. So, got a lot of stuff to say. I got a lot of stuff to say. I'm telling you. These are the things, and I wrote this down while I was doing it. These are the things. This season, and I was just talking to DC. You know when a season's gone perfect? It's gone perfect when number 54 out there becomes an asset for your football team. Number 54 was the joke of the Dallas Cowboy fanhood, and now he is an asset to this football team. He is making positive plays regularly. That's when you know things are going good. Okay, these of my horrible offseason, my worst offseason ever, and which makes this moment right now much better, just because I went through so much. These are the things I wrote down, and these were the main issues I had with this football team. Number one, I wasn't sure that we could replace the TL production on the field. I wasn't sure that we could do that. Done easily. Miles done it. Wasn't sure Miles was the number one receiver. Done. He done it. No questions there. Shut it down. I wasn't sure Brooking would fare better than Zach. Done. Completely. I loved Zach. Zach was one of my heroes. Got a couple pictures with him. But Brooking, absolutely huge asset. Didn't think, I wasn't sure Oshansky would replace Canty. Not even thought. Has anybody thought about Canty this year? And Chris is my boy. I love Chris like whatever. Hadn't thought about Chris. I wasn't sure Garrett was a real offensive coordinator. Now done, completely done. I held Tony Romo and Jason Garrett both equally responsible for our debacle last season, because they could figure out everything Jason Garrett was doing, and Tony Romo, that Pittsburgh game, just made me lose my mind. So those two guys I held personally responsible, and both of them, everybody can see how well Tony Romo is playing, but I think Jason Garrett is doing just as good a job as Romo. Those plays, those design plays were absolutely brilliant. They're brilliant. Play calling, Dallas Cowboy fans rip Sean Payton. We will rip anyone with play calling. But his design plays are absolutely brilliant. You can see he's an Ivy League guy. So, everything's done. Everything's done. It feels so good. Everything's done. We're going forward, and even during this game, like I called this game in like the first quarter. The first quarter, you can go back to the live stream on the first quarter. I called when we went up 7-0. I said game over. The reason why is because when I saw that we came in and we were at and above their intensity level at the beginning of the football game, and they could not stop us. We stopped ourselves at the beginning, and then we finally got in the end zone. I knew at that point there was no stopping us. The Vic touchdown got me a little nervous just for a second, but after that first 7-0, I knew this game was pretty much over. I knew it. I just knew it. And now, all the way through, I can honestly say with every inch of my being that I believe this team is going to be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. I really do. And keep the lights on in Texas Stadium because we're going to be back there. I'm calling that too. Now these things I was sure about, and I'm just loving. I was sure about Wade's defense. I didn't back Wade as much as I should have because I take I take abuse from backing Wade as much as anything also. So I just left him alone, and his defense is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it. I was sure about Spencer, taking over for Greg Ellis. I didn't miss Greg or whatever, but Spencer, I had always believed in. He was one of my favorites coming in as a rookie. Sure about Mike Jink. As soon as I saw Jink play one time, I knew he had just incredible ball skills. And the times that Jinx was messing up was the time when he was getting confused about the defense. Now that he knows the defense, Jink, he's almost Reva style. Like, he's almost damn near perfect. Of course, sure about Creighton, my boy. Creighton, who needs a punt returner, man? Who needs a punt returner now? Creighton, Ware, Witten, it's awesome. Now tonight, the MB3, them stopping and pulling MB3 out. You love MB3 as much as I love. If you've been listening to my videos, you've seen I've been wanting to replace MB3 with Tashard Choice or Felix. The Tashard Felix combo. It hurts because we love Marion. It hurt to see him on the sidelines, but I know that those two running backs, Choice and Barber, are just deadly. Another one I wanted to see Ogletree in, and I like Roy. I'm sorry, I know he dropped that one pass, but I like Roy. Roy is getting out of his head now, and he's something for this offense. He's something this offense needs. Now, Ogletree needs to get more playing time. Roy's playing time is going to get cut, of course, but Ogletree needs to play more because that's my boy, man. Good gracious. All right, what else happened? I got so much to say. But everything is perfect. Even them benching Barber was something I would say this organization wouldn't do in the past. They wouldn't bench a name, Now they will. Let me see. Let me look at my notes. I said McNabb looked like the old Tony Romo. And let me tell you about the Eagles. Really, what last year. I only got a minute left. I'm gonna stop it at 10 minutes. But I made a video last year toward the end of the season talking junk about. I took a little stab at McNabb because the Eagles were spiraling downward. So I took a little shot saying the Eagles are done for and blah blah blah. And I even made a video of what was it? So long, farewell, Evita's name. I had the video halfway done, saying goodbye to the Eagles and goodbye to Andy Reid and goodbye to McNabb because I thought he was gone. And then they turned it around and they made me eat every one of my words. So therefore, that's the reason why I wanted this bird dead. I wanted it dead. And now that bird is dead. I know some of y'all was just jumping out. We're gonna beat him. No, I was still pumping bullets into that bird because I wanted it dead. Now that bird is completely dead, and none of the people in Eagle Land can say a word tonight. They can't say a word. Wow. All right, let me stop this video. Too long. God. I'll make another one tomorrow. I'm gonna make one all week probably because Minnesota, I might live stream now, and I don't know what I'm going to do. But the girl, she don't know what's going to hit her next week in those Minnesota Vikings. Every single demon has been exorcised.